In a small African village nestled between rolling hills and a sparkling river lay a huge market. It was a place where people came together to buy and sell all kinds of things. But most importantly, it was a place where stories were traded like precious gems. And one of the most treasured tales from the Fiango market was the story of the silent tree. Now let me tell you this story and the valuable lesson it holds. What if the strongest thing in life isn't the fastest or the loudest? What if it's the one that stands quietly, growing slowly every single day? That's what I'll tell you today. So sit back, relax, and let the wisdom of the ages wash over you like the gentle waves of the sea. In a small African village, there was a boy named Kofi. Every day on his way to the market, he would pass by a giant baobab tree. Its thick trunk seemed to hold ancient secrets, and its massive branches spread like welcoming arms reaching for the sky. All the villagers loved to gather under its shade during the hot afternoons, sharing stories and laughter as the tree stood tall and proud. But Kofi was different. He always wondered how such a huge tree could exist. So one day he stopped by the tree and asked his grandfather, who was resting nearby, "Grandpa, how did this tree become so big? Its branches almost touched the clouds." The old man smiled, his eyes twinkling with wisdom. "Not in a day, not in a year," he said. "The baobab grows slowly but patiently. While other trees grow quickly and fall quickly, the baobab stays rooted and grounded. It lets the little birds make their homes in its branches, and it shares its shade with all who seek rest. And that is how it becomes so strong." Kofi thought about these words as he continued to grow older. Years passed and Kofi became a young man. He worked in his family's field, growing crops to feed their family. But he wanted more than just food. He wanted success. He wanted to have a big house, lots of money, and be the first in his village to own a bicycle. He tried planting new crops that promised quick growth and juicy fruits, but they didn't sprout as fast as he liked. He turned to his goats and added more to his flock, hoping to sell them soon, but they grew slower than he wished. Even the seeds he carefully planted in pots on his windowsill didn't show results as quickly as he wanted. Kofi started to feel upset. He wanted everything at once, just like the fast-growing trees in his dreams. So he stopped taking care of his crops. He stopped tending to his goats and he pulled out his seedlings, throwing them away. One evening, feeling sad and tired, he went to sit under his favorite baobab tree. Looking up at its silent strength, he remembered his grandfather's words. The baobab grows slowly, but it never stops. Then he realized that he was trying to change the baobab into something it wasn't, a fast-growing tree. But that wasn't its nature. It was supposed to be a strong, patient tree, just like the one standing before him. From that moment on, Kofi decided to live like the tree, consistent, patient, unshakable by time. Slowly his crops began to flourish, his goats gave birth to healthy kids, and the seedlings he planted grew into strong plants. His character grew stronger too. People in the village started to respect his patience and persistence. And through it all, Kofi never forgot the silent tree that had taught him these valuable lessons. So my friends, remember, sometimes the quietest strength is the strongest. Just like the baobab tree, be patient in your journey, stay consistent in your actions, and know that growth may be invisible for a while, but it is always happening. Now let's learn 2 words from this story. The first word is patience. Can you say patience? Patience is the ability to wait without giving up. When someone has patience, they can control their feelings and stay calm when things don't happen as quickly as they want. And the second word is consistency. Can you say consistency? Consistency means doing something again and again, even when you don't see results right away. When you do things consistently, you're making progress, even if it's slow. So remember, patience and consistency build strength. And that's all for today from Fiango Market Tales, where stories teach life lessons. If you like this story, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe so you won't miss any of our videos. Until next time, keep being kind, keep being curious, and above all, keep being you.